It's King's production, baby.
Olúwa bá mi mú fóònù mi.
These people calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone. These people calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone.
NBA Fantasy 2023, baby.
These people calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone. These people calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone. See, I am the best, never ever settle for less.
Luca?
See, I am the best, never ever settle for less.
It's game time.
It's King on the mic, what you looking at? It's King on the mic, what you looking for?
LeBron?
It's King on the mic, what you looking at? It's King on the mic, what you looking for?
Brown?
Them calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone. These people calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone. It's King on the mic, what you looking at?
It's King on the mic.
What you looking for?
It's King on the mic.
What you looking at?
It's King on the mic.
What you looking at?
It's King on the mic.
What you looking for?
It's King on the mic.
What you looking at? These people calling my brick phone, they won't ever leave me alone.
Hey, you a toaster, baby.
Hey, you a toaster, baby. Yo, what it do? Yo, my guys, I'm sorry. I meant to be covering this woman's fantasy, and I'm just not doing it, but I'm finally awake right now. So, yo, it doesn't matter where we have begun. What that matters is that we have begun. You know what I say? And, yo, this woman's fantasy low-key has been actually, like, it's been fun, but, like, I would say it's harder to be consistent with women's fantasy than it is with men's fantasy. Like, if I'm being 10 toes, because it's just like, it's just not as, there's not as much action. There's just not as much like good players. And it's just like, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. And I think that if maybe like more people joined, it'll be like funner, right? But it's just like these women, like, I can't lie. They be putting up numbers, man. They actually be putting up numbers. And 1 second. They actually be putting up numbers, yeah. And if I'm being honest, like their performances are actually immaculate. Like if I'm being 10 toes. Anthony is going nuts, yeah. And the thing is, yeah, in the men's one, Anthony was meant to be going nuts as well. But because his team was injury prone, like he couldn't get to where he was meant to go to. So because I haven't made any video, what I'm gonna do is have a look at everyone's team. And the thing is with women fantasy is so weird because I don't know anyone. So I don't know anyone. So like I'm sorry for the noise in the back. Like I think my AC is on. I don't know, but it's noisy. But like, for example, Ali, like I don't know any of these people, but it's just like, yeah. So like, Daniel has Marina, Ariel, Brianna, Boston, Maisha, Sophie. I think his team is average, bro. I think his team is average. Like look at like. He lost last week. He's gonna lose again this week. He's 3-5, so it's like his team is average, man. So like I'm not like I think he ain't gonna make playoffs. He'll not make it playoffs. Then Anthony, like I don't know how his team is good, but his team is really, really, really good, man. Like Caitlin Clark, how's she been doing? Yeah, holy smoke. Yeah, Caitlin Clark's been balling, bro. And then like another thing with the women's fantasy is like there's so much more like drama. It's weird. Like there's so much more personal beef, and it's so heavily projected onto the basketball court. It's like men and women are so different. Like I don't get it. Like they're just so different. And it's just like ever since Caitlin Clark's joined the league, everyone's not happy. But then again, like your league has more exposure. But I don't know, like I don't even know how Anthony's team is good because I don't know anyone on this team but Caitlin Clark. But somehow his team is good. So like I don't really get it. And then Champion's team, like I already know what it is. His team ain't good. Like his team ain't good, and there's lots of reasons why it ain't good. And the number one reason why it's not good is because he doesn't have a star player. Like I don't know any person on this team. Like I don't know a single soul on this team except from I think, um, like except from her, bro. And she's average. You know what I mean? And it's like Rakia Jackson. Like who is this? Like you see what I mean? Oh, well, she's good, but like I don't know anyone in his team. Like who is Bridget, man? Like, and then it's like who's Ari McDonald. Yeah, like his team is bang average. Like he doesn't have a star player, or maybe he did a trade, and that's another thing. No one's even trading, man. Like no one's trading. It's hard to trade because everyone's afraid to let go of the one woman that they love and they're secretly crushing on and watching their IG stories. So like no one is trading. So it's tough. And then like I think this is his best player and she's not even good. You know what I mean? And champions just not making playoffs as well, if I'm being respectful. Because over on this side, we just keep it respectful. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, but who's next? Joe's team. Um, yeah, I know some of these people. I'm lying. I only know Diana and Arike. Yeah, because I wanted to draft her. But other than that, like I don't know any of these females, and I think that's the issue of the WNBA is that and this is the issue of I don't want to talk about women, but like, I'm talking about WNBA. This is the issue, right? There's more women than men in the world, but it's like they're trying to make the WNBA like the NBA. If you watch like any successful women's sports, they don't make it like the men's. You know what I mean? They make it like the women's version is this, the men's version is that. But with the women, it's like in the WNBA, it's like they want everything to be identical to the men, and it just doesn't work. And it's like you have like there's very talented women inside the WNBA. Like I can't lie, Aja Wilson is crazy, but then the league is not helping players like Aja Wilson. So like Aja Wilson is like a generational talent. She's like a LeBron James. Like right now, she's putting up historical numbers, but because the WNBA doesn't help players like Asia Wilson, they're never gonna reach that level that they should be. For example, if you look at volleyball, women have lower nets than men, meaning that when you watch a woman's game of volleyball, even though she's not spiking it as hard as a man, she's still able to get a nice jump and spike it hard to the ground. Why? Because the nets are lower. So men on average they are stronger and they're taller on average, right? So that means that even though you have those factors in play, if you watch a men's volleyball game, yes, the serves are harder, yes, the spikes are harder, right? But guess what? You watch a woman's game, to the human eye, they're hitting the ball the same to most people. And you won't even know, like most people won't know that, oh, the nets are lower, but the nets are lower. There's men height in volleyball nets and there's female heights. You look at tennis, it's different. It's a different game. And Serena Williams has said, like, yo, I couldn't even beat the 300 ranked man because it's a completely different game. But guess what? Tennis has successfully tailored the game to allow there to be Serena Williams to Venus Williams. What's her name? Coco Jones, and then Shaporova. Like, and now there's more upcoming women in tennis that are dominant too. You know what I'm trying to say? So tennis has given room for the women to be women and for the men to be men. But basketball hasn't done that. And I think it's because Americans are inside the basketball scheme. I feel like if basketball was purely dominated by Europeans, it would be different. And then you go over to like football. When I'm talking about football, I'm talking about soccer, by the way. It's like even with football, yeah, I'm not sure if the pitch sizes are different or not, right? But football, yeah, it's like at the end of the day, yes, women don't run as fast as men, and women don't kick the ball as hard as men. But the thing about football is that women can do the same skill moves as men. Like women can do step overs. Women can do bicycle kicks. You know what I'm trying to say? Like women can hit volleys. You know what I mean? Women can hit finesse shots. They can score free kicks. You know what I mean? So it's like women can tackle hard. You know what I mean? In basketball, 95, I'm not even gonna give you guys respect. 99% of women can't even dunk, bro. 99% of women can't dunk a basketball. And if you're telling me that doing that stupid one hand, your wrist is barely going inside the rim is dunk, it's not dunking. Because you can't dunk, you can't slam over someone. But inside all those other sports I've mentioned, you can do the best skills on either side, meaning that the fans are having a full experience. But in women basketball, they don't have it. But yet, you want to talk about pay, you should not be talking about getting paid. You do not deserve to get paid. I'm telling you this yet. If I go for my surgery tomorrow, I'm first team all defense and I'm getting max contract. 5 years, 200 million. Because I'm putting in the work and I'm guiding my team to back to back to backs. And that's not me disrespecting these females. It's just I'm a man playing with females, playing a man's game. 1 plus 1 is 1. -1, that's 2, that's 3. But they don't understand that. And if you talk to them, you're like, nah, we don't want to know the nets. Nah, we don't want to do this. Nah, we don't want to do that. Nah, we don't want to do this. Nah, we don't want to do that. And it's just like, but you do those things, it attracts the consumers, man. And consumers want to watch stuff that's exciting. They don't want to watch you guys can barely do layups, man. Like these females, like when they do their layups, 95% of them, their hands don't even touch the backboard when they're doing their layups because the average vert in the WNBA is between 15 and 20. That's the average vert because they don't have the explosive power to jump the way us guys can. But we're not dissing them. We love them. We love women, and that's why we're fighting so hard for women, man. And that's why I've been wanting to do this WNBA and broadcast it because if one more person starts watching the WNBA, nah. But on a serious note, is just I just think that these guys are messing up the WNBA, man, and it's like I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or not, but it's like Caitlin Clark is basically like meant to be like a Stephen Curry in the WNBA. If they lower the 3 point line, or even if they just reduce the rim, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if they reduce the rim, she's literally a Stephen Curry type of player because she hits the free. You reduce the rim, it makes it so hard to guard her because if you try and double team her, she kicks it to the paint, easy dunk. That's what Stephen Curry does. Or you try to chase her on the free, she just runs around, kicks it off, easy layup. But because the rim is so high, if she kicks it inside with that 10, she doesn't. She's either kicking it to that female that has the 5-inch vert, or she's lucky the one on the coming off the bench with the 7-inch vert, and we don't know if they're gonna make the layup. So centers in the WNBA are pretty much most of them are power forwards or guards, man. Not all of them are even centers. They're just there. Like, and then this team, bro. Who is this? Chris. This guy just picked up all the baddies, bro. I think this girl, yeah. She was fighting one game because her girl was on the other team, and this other girl was chatting to her. So then her girl must have seen that this other girl's trying to post up to her after like a hard foul. So then imagine your teammate is dating the opposing team's player. So in sports, you're trying to square up, and then the girlfriend's like, nah, that's my girl. Like, don't do that. but you're trying to win a basketball game. That's what I'm saying. The WNBA is lit, my guys. It's lit, but they're not giving them any love because, like it's lit, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Because you have stuff like that going on in the game where it's like you have females purposely losing because their girlfriend is playing on the other team, or you have females purposely not doing this or doing that because they're trying to impress their crush on the other team, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. The WNBA is lit, man. Yo, Chris's team is good, but it's just not good enough. That's just it. It's good, but it's just not good enough. And we're just gonna keep it like that. But he has Angel Reese, and yo, God forgive me, bro. Have you guys seen this girl run, man? Like, she putting up numbers though. She's putting up numbers. She's good. Jackie Young is good. Um, Sabrina, yo, those New York girls, they balling, man. They really good. Um, my team, where's my team? It's gonna be a short video because there's not much to talk about with these women, bro. Because they're not. There's no highlights. They're not dunking, and most of the stuff is like personal drama that you have to like do some social media research. But yeah, yo, all I'm saying is Asia. Oh, I love Asia, man. I love Asia. Ah, look at that 24, 22, 4 blocks. Like, Asia's a beast, man. Like, I'm winning this fantasy just because I have Asia, man. Oh, dang, I need to take her out the IR. I'm sorry, baby. But yeah, man, like, at first when I dropped this team, I was like, this team's rubbish. But then Camilla came back, and you know, my girl Camilla, she be balling. And then, where was she, man? I picked up Shenedy. What kind of name is this, man? Shenedy. Shenedy. Yeah, and she be balling too, man. And then Skylar Diggins, man. Skylar, all I'm saying is I've been a Skylar fan of Skylar since back in the day. I remember when she first joined the league, she was having troubles because, like, people just didn't understand her, man. And I understood her, and I reached out to her. I was like, yo, just ask for a trade. Go to a team that suits you and a team that wants the best for you. And she actually responded, you know what I mean? And she listened to my advice, and the rest is history now. And then Jacqueline Jones, like, whew, she has a lovely smile, man. A lovely smile. And she's a bowler. She's a dog. I'm telling you, New York Liberty is a solid team. Solid team. But my team got better when I actually started doing acquisitions, man. And the matchups this week, yeah, Chris shouldn't be beating me, but I didn't do my lineup on Monday. I didn't do my lineup on Tuesday. Now I've done my lineup today. So I shouldn't even be losing this matchup, but I'm losing because I wasn't doing my lineup. And that's what's been happening. Like, I don't do the lineup. So because I'm not doing my lineups, I'm losing to these guys. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm gonna win this week. How much matchups left? Yeah, it's almost done. So I joined. Nah, we're gonna cover from the end, from now to the end, because after matchup 12 is playoffs, so we good. We're still good. Yeah. So I'm gonna beat Chris. That's light work. I beat him before, easy, and he was like upset. I don't know why he was upset. My team is better. I said it. And then what? Legal Super. This team is cooked. He's not. He's not making playoffs. Anthony's team is amazing, absolutely amazing. And then Joe, that's light work, man. I think playoffs is only 4 people. So once Daniel loses and Champions loses this week, and then when I beat Chris, then I basically have 1 foot in the playoffs, man. Because I don't, yeah. If I take it seriously from now on, I can win this fantasy. Yeah, I can win this fantasy, and I can go back to back because I won the men's fantasy, and then yeah, I can go back to back. So I'm trying to do the double. I'm trying to do the double. Yeah, like if like yeah, Chris's conference is like this conference is whack, but yeah, I'm gonna do Joel a favor, get Chris on 5-4. I'm gonna be 4-5, and then this guy's gonna be 2-7, 3-6, and then I think after this week, champion might be eliminated from the playoffs, man. But we'll see. We'll see. I just feel like, let me see, like, but yeah, like at the end of the day, there's not like, even with the waiver wire, like, because you don't know these players, it's so hard. And that's what I'm trying to say, in a sense where it's like, women, like, they basically like run content creation. Like, the beauty industry is so heavy. Like, why are like weave companies not sponsoring these women? Like, you know what I mean? Why are nail companies not sponsoring these women? Like, I don't actually get it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, Fashion Nova should be all over the WNBA. H&M, like, they should be all over it. Like, there should be, like, it should be easier to have brand exposure as a female athlete. It should be easy, but for some reason, like, it's not. Like, it really isn't. Like, I believe that Asia Wilson should be as big as Serena Williams. That's how good Asia Wilson is, man. Like, that's literally how good she is. But because the WNBA is failing her, she's never gonna reach that level, man. She really isn't. So that's it for me, because there's like, yeah, that's it for me. There's no trades going on. I don't know any of these players. So we're gonna figure this out together. But yo, it's King Colin Walker. You already know how we do, baby.